What do we know about the lockdowns at this point and how severe the outbreaks are on the mainland?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we know that China is dealing with an outbreak that is definitely the worst since the original Wuhan crisis a year ago. But if we look at it in the context of what's happening globally, the numbers are actually still very, very small. It's dealing with an outbreak of about 1,500 cases in its northern region. There's been a handful of cases in Beijing and in Shanghai, which are mega cities, of course. But officials there are characteristically moving into a very intense containment gear by, there's a district in Beijing where there were 6 cases, and they've put the entire district, basically barred all 1.7 million people in that district from leaving the city. Schools have pretty much been asking kids to stay home. Anxiety is high because we know that China has been so successful in stamping out that virus, and they definitely do not want a resurgence. At the same time, the ability of the government to test millions of people a day and the range of actions available to the Chinese government, which we know most governments don't have. I think the feeling is that the chance of containment is still pretty healthy.
And let's hope it stays that way. What about Southeast Asia? I mean, to varying degrees, of course, depending where you look in the region. What can you tell us? What's the latest? Are we talking Malaysia, for example? We understand they've been extending lockdowns. Several places have approved certain vaccines. What are the key points to know right now?
Right, so Southeast Asia is in a very different position from China. When you talk about places like Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, the governments there don't really have the same kind of enforcement ability on lockdowns. They don't have the same kind of testing capacity. And so what we're seeing is that all of them are pretty much facing very aggressive spread right now and are just waiting for those vaccines to come through. We know that Indonesia has moved very quickly with a Chinese vaccine. The president got that a few weeks ago, and they're rolling that out. And, they really need the vaccines to turn the situation around because they do not have those enforcement testing capacity that we see in China.